Hi everybody, Hoarder the Board here again. My name is Edgar and welcome to another unboxing. And I have now Before You Fall of the Mountain King. My store had it. I didn't pick it up immediately. I did want it. I saw the Kickstarter version in Spanish at Essen, but the cards are still in Spanish, so it was not language independent. So I am glad I still have this version. They only got one, but they still had it, so I called today. So, Fall of the Mountain King from Burn Island Games by Adam E. Dalton. Art by Fahed Rahil, if I pronounced it correctly, and Javier Cuenca. I hope I pronounced it correctly, but shout out to the designer and the artists. It's 14 plus, 1 to 5, 30 minutes, I think, per player. I don't think it's 30 minutes. It doesn't say per player, but I think it's times, it says times a hammer. I don't know if hammer is now a substitute for a player. Oh, there's still the price here, so I'm going to take it off. So, Fall of the Mountain King, the ferocious standalone prequel game to In the Hall of the Mountain King. It is time to share the legend of how we trolls were driven from our home generations ago by the relentless gnome invasion that shattered the 7 clans. One hero among us would rise up to defend the mountain against impossible odds, fight that doomed war with honor, and become the leader our people would need in exile. That legend is yours, and that hero is you. I love it when they have all the contents in here. Custom build your ancestry, outplay your competition, sway mighty champions, fight for every cavern. Let me just take this. Be very careful with these sharp things. Ooh. That's why I want it very lightly. You know, I think that's enough for. Did I damage it? No, I didn't. So I almost damaged the box, but I didn't. So, yeah. So let's see what is in here. I'm very excited to getting this game. Whew. Now this is new. They have these little. Oh, I have to put it a little bit like that. They have these things for water or humidity. Soak it up. So I think gone are these little bags with these gel packs. So I think they are putting this in more and more games. So Fall of the Mountain King. Ooh, it's a thicker rulebook than In the Hall of the Mountain King. There is a solo mode, so you don't have to buy the solo mode separately like in the Hall of the Mountain King. I like that. Oh, it's thicker. It's a thicker book, page-wise. It's very thick. So components. There's some components here. I had to put my camera a little bit lower because I also would like pulse. So until I get a better camera, which I don't know when, this will be it. So there are all the things here, all the components. So general setup, there is a gnome setup, player setup here. Sorry for the shadow, but it's the camera. But hey, it is what it is. I could, let me just, it's still the same, it's better. So player setup, layer setup, here's the gnome setup, gameplay, so into 3 waves, build your ancestry, the battle, end of the wave, and refresh. Yep. So that's how you build your ancestry with these cards. You overlay them. think you try to get symbols together. This is what all the symbols mean. So you can advance, bolster, influence gnomes. So you can move the gnomes, I think. Wild, supply, and elder. Whatever they mean. They have the battle on your turn. You can do weak actions. There's some desperation. There's strong actions. Clustering through covered symbols. Spending supplies to boost a strong action. And some definition of general rules of play. So the actions: advance, attacking gnomes. So seizing control. Bolster, what it means. Influence, how the gnomes work. End of the wave. So entrenchment, invasion. Advice for gnome movement. Fallen trolls, how they react. There's a full example of an invasion for 4 players, which is quite handy to have that. It's more involved than in the Hall of the Mountain King. Award champions. Score the waves 1 and 2. Then you can refresh. And the last page is wave 3. And then game end. At the end of game at the end of wave 3, scoring, the player with the most honor wins. So that is the rule book. So this is the solo mode. Your objective, what you have to do. Setup changes. Gameplay changes. Obstructions. End of wave changes. How to score waves 1 and 2 and then 3. And final scoring. So I think if you get this one down, then you just read through 4 pages and that's it. It can still be complex, but I don't think it is. These are thick cardboard, so it's a very nice cardboard quality. These boulders and stuff like that. There's a hammer. This is the board. Oh, I don't know if I can put it on the screen. Huh. So, this is the board. I think it's just a bit bigger than in the Hall of the Mountain King, but I'm not sure. I think it's a bit bigger because the other one is, this is a little bit more rectangular. I think it's still square. Is there another side? Yes, so this is 2 to 3 players. It says here. You have a different map. And this is, I think, for 4 to 5 players. So 2 to 3 and 4 to 5. Oh yeah, it says here. And solo play, I think they will maybe say the smaller map, I think. Oh, there's a lot in here. So, baggies. We have a lot of these cubes. I need to store these in a different way. So, cube-wise, they're big chunky cubes. I will just put the blue one on my hand. It's a bit... You have them in different colors. I think these are maybe resources. Most probably. So, you have for every color. It's the same color palette as the other game. So you have the blue player, yellow player. You have the kind of like grayish player. But I like this kind of gray. It's kind of more like gray bluish. Or light blue, kind of dark green and pink, kind of. We have this little big round marker. I'll just leave it in the bag because you can see it. Oh, they still have the gels, which is, and a different kind of gel pack. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. They really want the game to come in pristine condition. And then this big bag with a lot of these Are they gnomes in different colors, or are these the trolls? They look more like trolls. So the colors, you know, I will just open now a different color. Let's open up the pink. So less, because less is always more. So you have this. They stand like this. I don't know if these are the gnomes or not. I don't think so. Oh, maybe they are. Because there's some bigger player pieces here in different colors. So these are these pieces. They look the same, but they look a little bit bigger and angrier. Let me just put it like this. So they look like they're stomping and have a hammer in their hand. So could be that these are your troops against this. That is a lot. I don't know if that is how it works, but I like the wooden components, even if this is not the luxury version of the game. Wooden components are always very nice. Preferred over most plastic components anyway. Oh, these are nice chunky bits. They have numbers, and they have some things on the other side. Maybe there's a secret and you just flip it over, and how many of these will come on the board. There's a whole bag of them. So I have a lot here. A lot! So there are some player discs, I think, for at least for score marking and some other stuff. And the player colors, there's this big kaboom kind of token, which is they're getting these tokens are getting bigger. There's these little discs, and you can see how big they are on my hand compared to the other ones. I can these are the size of those discs in different player colors as well. So I don't need to show you everything. There are some small cards here. Oh, some changes for 2 players I see. I think these are missions because they have control at least 1 cavern in every domain. Control 11 or more different caverns, and so on. In 2-player, there are 6 domains, 8 domains, and so on. So they have a variant, so you don't have to take cards out for 2 players. Just leave these cards and look at how much you need for 2-player variant. They have a different bag. They have these. Oh, I like the art. And the thing is, Fall of the Mountain King challenges mini expansion. So there's a mini expansion. Oh, this is the mini expansion. So there's a mini expansion, and what to do in 2-player and requirements. Okay, so this is the mini expansion. Did I throw away the bag? Okay, let's just leave it here. Let's go to these thick player boards. Oh, I love the thickness of these player boards. They look very clean. They look a little better than the player boards in the Hall of the Mountain King. Those were actually great. It's just a reminder on it. But I think they're a little bit dark. And I like it's more here. It's not that dark in contrast with the lettering and stuff like that. So is there a back? Oh, it's a solo mode wave. So these are all the same. And then you have the solo mode here. Quite nice. Let's check this out. This is kind of like a board. I don't know what it means. I think something goes around and round and round. So, yep. I see this explosive token, so maybe that token goes here. So then we have this. Doesn't look like much. These cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I thought these were player cards, but they're not. I don't think there's enough for everybody, so I'm not sure. Maybe these are starting cards. I think these will be starting cards, but I'm not sure. They have different symbols on them. And the back is basically the same. It's the same, yeah. So, yeah, these are starting cards. I have to put them somewhere else. I don't know. Also small expansion or not? So, there are these cards with that same dice. I don't know what they do. So, there are different clan colors, symbols. I think they are clans. Symbols on them. So there are those cards. Go. I think these are, these are your cards. So the starting cards are a 2x3 grid. And then you have these cards which are square. The thing what I was attracted about this game is the area control. I love the first game as well, and this reminds me a bit of Smartphone Inc., but I think it works differently. They are different symbols, some with blank. I think they all have at least a blank. Some have 2 blanks. Anything that's completely full? Don't know. Let's check a few of them. All those symbols that we saw in the rulebook. Yep. Oh, there are some that are full, so I think people will be trying to get those. So, yeah. Then we have these big cards. Those are big. Oh, wow. So there are different eras, as you can see. Oh, I think it's for the 3 rounds. So you have different orcs. Is it orcs? Oh wow, maybe these are starting ones? This one puts cubes here. Never sleeps. This is 0. Or maybe these are starting ones. This is 0 and this is 0. But I think this is also 0. I don't know. I love the art, by the way. They have different names. Sorry for the glare. And there's some tracks here on the side, so they have different symbols from, I think, different clans. The art is really fantastic. Colorful, but still very much in that theme of the game. And then there's this thick board, I think, tracking the different clans, or where you can have influence in, maybe. It's double-sided, but it's the same. And no secret compartment, nothing. Nope, it's not. So, and that's it, folks. Another unboxing on the channel for Fall of the Mountain King. So, I hope to get this to the table very soon, and I hope you guys have a great day. And I've been to avatars. I'm a bit tired. The Way of Water, 3.5 hours. I'm not gonna read this rulebook now. I'm gonna read it later. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good one.